All right, welcome back, guys. GSPro has just released a new update, and there's quite a bit in it. It was just updated yesterday. It is version 3.11. No, 3.1.1. There you go. Version 3.1.1. And I'm going to go through what I think are the biggest features or updates in this overall update and just kind of walk through them and show you what they are and how they work. There is a long list of things that were fixed and also added. But again, these are going to be my top ones. I can't possibly cover everything. And some of them are more important than others. So we're just going to go through my favorites. I'm going to start off in the driving range because I think I can demonstrate a bunch of things there. And then we'll move on to setting up a course for some play and show some other features in there. So let's get started. Okay, so the first one is going to be specific to Foresight launch monitor users only. This will be the only one that's specific to a launch monitor, but that is going to be that the auto offset for Foresight actually works in GSPro now. And so I'll demonstrate what that is, but that's something that is a feature within the FSX software that I absolutely loved. I thought it was one of the coolest features in that software, and now it works with GSPro. So before I show you, you do need to enable it in the settings. No, okay. So we are in settings, visual settings, and then offset. And you can see down here, enable auto offset for Foresight devices. Make sure that that is turned on. So I'm going to save and exit that. Now in the Foresight connection window, in the settings for that, there is a checkbox that says report offset. That was checked for me already, but you might want to double check if you're having problems that is checked there in the Foresight connection window. All right, so you've got that selected. Now let me show you what this does. I'll try and show you from this view, make sure you can see it. But basically, as I put a ball in the hitting zone, it's going to shift the image on my projector or on my impact screen to line up with the ball in the hitting zone. So if I just move this to the right a little bit, you see the image jumps to the right. If I move it back to the left, I accidentally caused a shot there, but there it goes, picks it up, moves it to the left. I like to putt just off the side of my hitting strip, so about right there. And you can see it's still in the hitting zone for my GCQuad, and so it'll move it all the way over there. So really, really cool. Basically, if you've got a large hitting area, like with a GCQuad or a Foresight Falcon or something like that, and your ball could really be in all kinds of different places on the hitting strip, this matches up the image no matter where it's at. Now, I didn't have to do any other setup, but if you're having issues with this, you probably need to go into your Foresight Room Configurator tool and set up the exact dimensions of your entire simulator room. That's how it knows where the ball is in relation to the launch monitor, how big your screen is, and all of that. So I've already done that because I do use FSX software like FSX Play and whatnot. I would assume that somehow GSPro is pulling that information because I didn't put that information anywhere else. I literally just went into the settings, turned on enable Foresight Offset like I just showed you, and it started working for me. So super simple from that perspective, and it works great. Really, really cool. Let me switch views here just in case that doesn't show up as well. Put it back in the hitting zone and see. Yeah, now you can really see it shifting around as I move the ball back and forth on the hitting strip. So there it is. Okay, now that we're in the driving range, we can finally go into manual wind adjustment. So you can actually control the wind. You click on the wind up here at the top center, and you can change the direction and the strength. So if I want to go, I'm hitting straight into the wind, and you can go from 0 all the way up to 30 miles an hour which is what I'll put on here to demonstrate. Really excited about this feature because I love practicing for wind, helping me actually out on the course. Know that I'm going to be playing in like a 15-20 mile an hour wind. I can come out and just kind of get used to that in the simulator. And you can see on my data tile on the right, that's a 135-yard raw carry that only carried 108 in the game. And so that is the wind effect. And so I can change the direction, hitting into me, have a helping wind, a crosswind, whatever. And really excited to be able to completely toggle and adjust the wind there. Now, you can do that on the driving range, and you can do it in on-course practice on the course, but you can't do it during the middle of a round, from what I've seen. So just keep that in mind. Okay, the next feature that I want to show on the driving range is the GSPro Ladder Challenge, which is really cool. I haven't spent a lot of time on this, but let me just show you up here at the driving range distance box. We're going to open that up and go to range mode from standard to ladder. I click on ladder. The easiest way to show are we have these presets here: short game, full bag, or quick gaps. If I just click on short game, it's going to kind of make a preset game. But what this is a ladder challenge where basically you're going to hit a ball onto the green. You want to get, for example, 2 out of 2 at one distance, and then it will jump distances, and you can repeat up into a certain distance. So in this case, the short game one starts at 25 yards. It ends at 80 yards. You can see we need 2 hits per level. We've got it set for 2 attempts, so I've got to get 2 out of 2. It's going to increase distance by 10 yards every level. It's set for going by the total carry or total distance, so the ball has to stop within the green, but you could switch it to carry, which is probably what I would prefer. That means the ball has to land in the green, doesn't matter if it stops there or not. And then proximity needed, you can change it from 5 yards, 10 yards, or 10% of the distance if you want it to change as you get farther. And then fail mode, level -1. If you fail a level, it'll take you back 1 level, or if you fail a level, it can take you all the way back to level 1. So if I go to level 5 and I fail that level, it will send me all the way back to level 1, and that's this toggle right here. So you've got a short game preset. If I could do full bag, you see everything moves, and then you've got a quick gaps one, which to me I think is a little bit more of a good like warm-up distance. So I'll just show you the short game one preset as it is right here, and we'll hit start. There you go. See level 1. Let me switch clubs here. Too far. It's going to land there. Oh, it did stop. Okay, so that one, yeah, success. 1 of 2 made. I have got to get this one in as well. That should do it. Yep. And there we go. We've advanced to level 2 and moved back 10 yards. And so that's how the ladder challenges work. Really cool. I think I'm going to enjoy it as a warm-up, pre-round, and also just good practice. All right, let's jump out of the driving range and go back to the main menu. I want to show you some stuff in online matches, which if you have not played any online matches, it's really one of the most fun ways to enjoy GSPro, so definitely look into it if you have not. But previously, there were always private rooms, so you had to set up your match with somebody. You would give the room a room name, and share that room name with whoever you want to play with, and then you guys can enter that room privately. They've created public rooms, and so you could create a room and allow anyone to join it. And if you create it publicly, it will show up here in public rooms. Right now, while I'm making this video, there are no public rooms available, but you can always create your own. And really just put in a room name, which I'll put in my name, and you obviously see the checkbox, make room public. If I hit create, then everywhere there will be a public room right here with the room name of Bobby. And if you're on GSPro and you look in here and you see that name and you want to play with me, you just jump in. So really, really cool. Maybe it will take that extra step of having to plan with somebody to jump in to play online, and you can just kind of see what's publicly available and jump in with whoever you want. So really cool there. Now, since we're talking about online matches, I did see in the update announcement that they created a online chat. I have not played online with anybody since this has come out, but we're definitely going to check it out and see what that chat looks like. And it did say that it was in the match settings to enable the online chat. So look for that if you're setting it up, and let me know what you think. All right, let's go back to the main menu, and we're going to go to challenges, and we're going to go to distance challenges. So these have already been out for a while, but in this update, they really finished them out as far as I am concerned. So we had a few putting challenges before at different distances, but there was kind of a big gap in the short game distances, really. And now you can see they filled in pretty much all the challenges you could make. 20 yards, 30, 15 to 35, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and so on. 100, 125, 150, 170, it goes on and on, 250, up to 250. And so really before there was a big gap in these short game distances, like all this 40 to 100 yards, which those are really the ones that you really want to drill down on with a simulator. So for example, I'll just open this 40-yard one up. I'm not going to really play it, but just want to demonstrate, if you haven't done these distance challenges, what they're like, because they can be a great way to practice. All right, so we've got our 40-yard distance. It's got us set up here on premonition, and I'll just hit a shot. Needs to check. Okay, and now you can see in the top left corner, I'm on shot 2 of 20 total shots. That one, 39.9 yards from the pin. It is uphill 8 feet, and that shot was 0.21 strokes gained, 6.8 yards from the pin, and it gave me a skill score for that shot of 488 out of 1,000 total points. If you hole it, it's actually a 1,000-point score. And so you can see, I can't remember, I'd have to hit another shot, but the score in the white, I believe, is for the shot that you just hit. And then the one on the bottom is your average as you go on. I'll hit another shot because I can never remember. Let's try it again. A little bit better that time. Yeah, and so that one, the score in the white, that was 0.55 strokes gained, but on average of the two, 0.38. And there you go. So these are the skill challenges. They're really fun. It's 20 shots, and then when you're done, you can see the leaderboard for other people that have played the same challenge that you did. So let's back out of this and go to a course. All right, so now we are going to set up a local match so I can show you some other stuff. Let's try to pick a popular course. We'll go with DPC Pebble. Okay. So now we have ghost rounds, which I don't think I've ever demonstrated on this channel before. It's been in beta for a long time. Okay, so I added another player here. You can see the little ghost icon. If I click on that, now I have all of these ghost rounds available to play. And what a ghost round is it's a previously saved round from another player that you can play your round with. And so if you haven't seen it, it's kind of cool. It's an interesting way to play by yourself and kind of compete against the ghost. And so you'll see what I mean when I demonstrate that. But you've got all these GSPro cloud rounds, and they are from different tee boxes. So you've got from the black tee box, white, yellow, junior, blue, red, par 3, and then down here you've got some that actually show the specific score. So this one was a score of 74 from the red tees, 67 from the black tees, and so on. If you see the SGT ghost rounds, those were actually played during an SGT round. So we will pick one. Now, actually, I have a question, and if you guys tell me, this 6x, 8x, 7x, does that mean that the score is in the 70s, 60s, or 80s, and it's not going to tell you? Or does that mean that there are 8 rounds from those tees or 6 rounds from those tees, and you're playing a random one of that set? I kind of think it's the score so that you can pick kind of your skill level. Like if I think I can score in the 60s from the black tees, I'll choose the 6x one so that the ghost is like of a similar level. I'm not quite sure, so let me know if you know the answer. But it doesn't matter. We will just pick one of these, and we'll go into the match settings. Another one of the updates that we are going to show you is the Autoputt Fixed now has distance settings. And again, we'll demonstrate that as well, but I'm choosing Autoputt Fixed under the Gimme Autoputt deal. And I was expecting to see somewhere on this match settings page where you can set the distance of those fixed rings, but it's actually in settings, and then we are in settings and game, and then down here you see Autoputt Fixed distances. And these are the default distances of 10 and 40 feet. So if I get it in the 10-foot circle, it's a 1-putt. If I get it within the 40-foot circle, then it's a 2-putt, and outside of that, it's an automatic 3-putt. People have been asking for this for a long time, so I can just click on this and adjust these circles to whatever I want. And we'll make it like really different there, and hit save and exit. So again, that was in the GSPro settings game tab, not within this match settings tab. And I think we are good to play, and I'll show you what this stuff actually looks like. Okay, so we've got the course open, and you can see we've got 2 players up here in the top left. You've got myself, and then you've got the GSPro Cloud player. And so from here on out, it's going to work just like we're playing with 2 players. I will try to get through this hole so I can show you some of these things up near the green. How about we'll go 3 wood off the deck. Just put it out there. Get over the tree. Just barely did. Okay, so now we should see our ghost player take their shot. And there it is. Now it happened automatically. I didn't touch anything. And again, this is a saved round. Somebody else played this exact round, and this is the exact shots that they hit. All right, so they're up there in that right bunker. Now it is my turn. Now, one of the other updates here is on the mini-map. So I'm going to hit the S key to expand it so you can see it better. But now we automatically have distances to the front and back of the green, which is extremely helpful. Before, a lot of times I was dragging my mouse to see, okay, where is the front, where is the back, where's the pin, all that, and now we've got those automatically there. So that is extremely helpful. Let's hit the J key and then Y for the heat map. And we've got a new updated heat map that, in my opinion, definitely looks a little bit better. Obviously, red means that is a higher elevation, blue is lower, and you can kind of see that this green slopes back to front. So, very cool. Now, I don't see my second Autoputt fixed circle. Maybe it's actually too big, but normally I would see it. I see obviously the one around the ring. Let's see if I get up closer to the hole if it'll show up. Okay, so it's a good shot. Made an automatic par, so I was within that 2-putt circle. Didn't see it. I don't know why I didn't see it. Maybe I made it way too big for the green, so anything on the green would have happened. There we go. Our ghost player is in for a bogey. I made a par, and that's pretty much how a ghost round works. All right, guys, so those are the updates from GSPro that I'm most excited about. Let me know what you think down in the comments, what you're most excited about, and hopefully you enjoy this. Really awesome, good stuff that a lot of people have been asking for that I've seen over the years, and glad to see it. So anyways, guys, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please do so. It helps me out a bunch, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.